Well, hello, my wonderful, beautiful brothers of the Maverick Nation. I am the Darshan Maverick, and welcome to a very special video because this anime, What If, that I'm doing is something which I am pretty sure I am at least 89.5% blind on. Only really know that much about it because of a film theory and some what ifs about the main character. Yeah, film theory and some what ifs about the main character, and I don't know, some music. Besides that, I know nothing. Other what ifs, some music, and some film theory content is the extent of knowledge in which I have of this character. Like the freaking anime. So basically, I'm gonna have to bullet point this down in order for me to keep track of everything, and maybe rewatch some videos to refresh my mind hole. Basically, my hero, and I know it's probably academia, but I think academia sounds cooler. So, My Hero Academia. A My Hero Academia what if, everyone? Yay! A first for me! Mm, Technically, the whole Naruto Bleach what if was a first for what if free on the channel in general. But this is a first for me as I don't even know that much about My Hero Academia. And so many people are probably just so triggered right now. Like, you don't even know that much about it, and you're gonna try to make a what if? And we're like, you're not even pronouncing the name of the damn thing right. Well, guess what? I know that Deku isn't actually the actual name of the main character, that it's Izuku Midoriya, which sounds like Dodoria. Dodoria. Like Dragon Ball Z Bridge Frieza. That just reminds me of that. Anyways, so many people are probably so damn triggered. Basically, for my first ever My Hero attempt at a My Hero Academia what if, I decided to do something that will probably trigger even more people. Like, make so many people so damn triggered. Like, beyond triggered, like, nettled, like, freaking mortified, like, freaking loathing, like, seething with anger, is what I'm gonna do here. I'm not actually trying to make people that, but they probably will be. Just my damn luck. So, anyways, now, the actual thing. I had admitted that it is a My Hero Academia what if, so we know that. But what is it? What is it about? Well, I had known about some what ifs where people give Deku certain powers as quirks, like Bendy's powers, Sans' powers, Echo Sans' powers, like just drop them out of a hat, freaking just drop it out of a hat and you know give it to Deku, give it to Izuku. I like that name, Izuku. Anyways, Well, what is it about? Like, what is the what if about, Darkseid and Maverick? Uh, well, if I were to tell you guys the title, even though you guys can, probably read, and so you would already know the title, you guys would probably either be confused or angry or both. What if Deku had a demon quirk? And basically, what the whole demon quirk thing is a sort of uh, like you fused the awakened version, the awakened devil fruit Ito no Mi with the nine-tailed fox with Bendy. Basically, that's what I'm getting at here. Like if you made Deku God mod, but he didn't really know, he didn't really understand like the extent of his God modness. Which I'm not actually naming the what if that. I'm not naming it what if Deku was God mod. I'm naming it what if Deku had a demon quirk because there are different types of quirks. A character I heard has a quirk that has to do with gravity, and there's Todoroki. He has like two different powers, like ice and fire. And then like with Bakugo, he can turn his sweat into like freaking nitroglycerin laser blasts, which good good God, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit. I don't really know if Ida can do anything, but yeah, I know about Ida. Well, I know he exists. That's the extent I know. And that he has an older brother who's apparently stronger than him, who got his ass kicked by the hero killer. Apparently, I think. And that the hero killer's name is Stain. Okay. Uh, basically, like I said, kind of like the awakened Ito no Mi. So basically, Doflamingo's version of the Ito no Mi, mixed with the nine-tailed fox, mixed with Bendy from Bendy and the Ink Machine. Uh, so yeah, you guys triggered yet? You mad, bro? You mad, sis? Basically, why I thought that like would like trigger a lot of people is because you're making Deku way too god mod. Well, the reason why it was like these three powers specifically, or like a specific like fusion ish of these powers. Well, basically, Demon Quirk Karama is supposedly a demon, fox spirit, demon fox. So there's your start there. Plus, Bendy's a demon, and I don't know if you've seen what Doflamingo can do with that fruit of his, but looks pretty damn scary to me. Too spoopy for me. Well, basically, yeah, there's some pretty effed up shit that Dofi can do with his fruit. Basically, by like kind of like combining the three different elements, I could like come up with a power of sorts, like a quirk of sorts that could kind of make like a Deku wouldn't start out knowing like the power, like all about the power. He would only really start out like knowing like hints of it, like kind of like with like Naruto and Kurama. Naruto didn't start out with the Sage of Six Paths freaking Biju Kurama mode thing. He didn't start out with that. He started out with like a freaking not even like a version 2 cloak. Not even really a version 1, just like a little sliver of it. and that shit was locked up tight. So yeah, it's gonna be like a gradual thing. Like he's kind of also like the thing with devil fruits. That's kind of how what you have to do with devil fruits, and some of them you may not even get to awaken. So like that's the thing with the power. Like it's gradual, like becoming stronger over a gradual period of time, gradually becoming stronger, and the whole thing to do with like a Bendy. Well, Bendy is a trickster. Bendy is a, a no good dude for what the fuck I just tried to say there. Bendy's a no good. He's a all sorts of like witty and sly, and kind of like mixing the whole parasito thing with like a special like ink magic powers, and sort of like mixing that with like fox chakra, like something like akin to that, sort of like mixing those three elements together, and you can really come up with some nightmarish shit. So it's kind of like whenever I say a demon quirk, those are all like three very scary elements to deal with. And basically, I'm like fusing the three together, and I'm basically calling it a demon quirk. Because the majority of that is what that is, like demonically evil. And like Deku, Izuku Midoria here, he's gonna have to learn to like contend with it. He's gonna have to learn how to live with this power. But how exactly would we start off the story? Well, we would probably start off with Izuku, and I'm just gonna call her Miss Midoriya because I cannot like freaking remember her freaking name. Izuku and his mother basically going to like the quirk doctor person, and he'd be like, "Uh, sorry, Miss Midoriya, but your son is quirkless. He is the quirkless." And Izuku was like, "Dang it, I don't have a quirk. Come on, dang it." And so it's basically let known that Izuku is quirkless. So basically, Bakugo's even more of an asshole. And over time, Izuku, he kind of like grows like certain like attachment type things, like certain things that like stick with him. And what I mean by that is like it's like I've heard like this saying being used before, like trigger words, like Deku, like what he's called Deku, and also like quirkless, like you don't have a quirk, so like oh you're quirkless. So like the words quirkless and the words like like quirkless and Deku are like two of the main trigger words that he has. Like you call him quirkless, or like you say Deku, like in like some sort of make funny way to like mess with him. If you try to mess with him by like calling him quirkless or calling him Deku, since those are things like he has basically associated with just like that basically just mess with his head is what I'm trying to get at here. Basically, over time, Midoriya, uh, Izuku, he starts to act strange, like around the house, like almost like a zombie, but not. Kind of like if you've ever heard the creepypasta, the Ray kind of like moves strange, like it's like an inhuman movement, like he's not himself is basically what I'm trying to say. It's like he's an entirely different, I'm not even an entirely different person, but an entirely different being sometimes. And these episodes will just like happen like on and off. And so, like, Miss Midoriya, she'll just be like, oh, when's the next one gonna happen? When's the next one going to happen? Oh, I hope it doesn't happen at school. We've been lucky enough as it is for it not to happen there. Please, please, this is graduation day. Don't let it happen at school. Oh, what would they say? And she's just like panicking, like, oh, what would they say if they saw him have one of his episodes? Like one of his like not even like just like left his body. Like one of those like freak episodes. Like if just him not even being himself, like almost like he lost his soul. And just roaming as like an undead husk. And she's like, please, please, just one last day, just graduation day. Please, don't let it happen. But, Miss Midoriya's wishes are not heeded because, like, basically after the teacher is like, what do you want to be whenever, like, what do you want to be whenever you graduate? And he's like, I already know, and he just throws up the papers, and he's like, you all want to be heroes. And basically, Bakugo, to being a special dick, to being a special asshole, because he heard about like that there were two names written for like the people to go to UA, and well, one of them obviously was his name, but the other one is apparently Izuku. Izuku wants to go to UA, huh? Hey Izuku, hey Deku, Deku, yeah, I'm talking to you. And Izuku is just like, I'm not listening. If I just act like he's not there, everything will be fine. And Bakugo is just like, just gets like right up in front of his face, and he's like, quirkless little Deku. And Deku is just like, stop it. And then Bakugo is like, meet me outside the schoolyard or whatever you call that thing, like the big like grass, like schoolyard, like camp, whatever you call the freaking whatever. Basically, meet me outside after cut, and basically it's already after class because he's like, you all graduate, and basically he's like, Deku, come on, or are you a chicken too? Can I add that to the checklist? You're a quirkless chicken Deku. And freaking Izuku was just like, fine, where to? And Bakugo wasn't phased by this at all, and he's like, I'll just use my quirk on him if he tries anything. And it's like, this is where we're gonna solve this. And Izuku was like, here? And Bakugo was like, wait, what's going on? And like, Izuku was having like, he's actually having one of his like little like out of body experience freak out moments that his mother was worried he was going to have. And Bakugo just decides to make fun of him for it. Wrong move, buddy. Because Izuku starts to freak out even more, and he's like, get out of my head. I said, get out of my... Ah! What is this? What is this? Is this my quirk? And Bakugo was like, You idiot, you don't have a quirk. Stop trying to scare me and get off the ground. Or is this how you want it to go? For me to pound you to dust right where you are? And Izuku is like, go ahead. I would like to see you try. Now that I have it. And Bakugo was like, shut up! And he's like, whoosh. And Izuku was just like, boom! And he's like, I didn't hurt as bad. And he like superhuman speed pops up in front of Bakugo and like grabs him by the wrist. And he's like, let's see how you react to pain. And he like breaks his freaking wrist. He's like, fuck. Like Bakugo was like, and Izuku was just like, so you don't react well to pain. How unfortunate. I wanted to see you dance. Well then. And then it just like the freaking bell was like ding 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 ding. Like Bakugo was literally just saved by the bell. Like no, that's like literal saved by the bell. Like he was just about to kill him. He was like die. He was like ding 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 ding. And like the ringing of the bell like snaps Izuku out of his like crazed like freaking like freaking I don't even know mental episode. And Izuku's like, it happened here, Bakugo. Bakugo's like, I want to go for my other wrist, asshole. Damn it. Fine. We can solve this at the UA. You and me. Remember? You signed. I'll be waiting. And Izuku's like, I did that to your wrist? And Bakugo's already gone. And he's like, I did that to Bakugo's wrist. While I was out. While I was out, I felt alive. What is... Get it out of my head. Just breathe normally, Izuku. Breathe normal. Everything is going to be fine. And then he gets back home and he's like, Mom? And, like, basically, Miss Midoriya is like, yes, Izuku? I'm sorry. And she, like, instantly knows. And she, like, embraces, like, uh, Izuku, Izuku, you're not the one who needs to be apologizing. I should have told you. And Izuku's like, what do you mean you should have told me? Well, just recently, I had found something of your father's. He used to do that paperwork I told you about, right? Yeah, Mom? But what does paperwork have to do with, well, special cases paperwork? Hero cases. It turns out, on the last hero mission he went on, before his death, he saw something he said was, he said he couldn't describe it, but that it had said something. He couldn't remember most of what it said, but he remembered one thing. He could never forget that one thing it told him that he could understand. And Izuku's like, what one thing? And Miss Midoriya's like, that it would find you, and it would make you whole. And Izuku's like, find me? Make me whole? What? Ah, oh, my head. Is this what happens every time? Ah, damn it. Mom, I'm gonna take a nap. And Miss Medora's like, yes, you should probably do that. And like, while Izuku is sleeping, like at the foot of his bed, like something crawls up from the floor to the foot of his bed, and he's just staring over him with like glowing freaking red eyes. It's like a shadow version of Izuku with like glowing red eyes. And it's just like, and it doesn't have a mouth. It doesn't have a mouth, but it has glowing red eyes. Like, literally, like, see through your soul and then proceed to steal it afterwards. No questions asked kind of soul stealing eyes. Like glowing red. It doesn't have a mouth. It has like sharp claws. And it just stares at him while he's sleeping. And like whenever Miss Midoriya goes to like open the door to check up on Izuku, like it moves its head and it stares right at her, and it's just like this intense stare down in between Miss Midoriya and this creature until it finally like freaking like smashes the window open and then just darts, like just blazes it, like smashes the window open and then just outies. But for some reason, like the sound of the window smashing didn't really wake up Izuku, and Miss Midoriya goes over to check, and to her relief, thank God he's still alive. I don't know if you're luckier than your father or not, but Izuku, please, you have to be strong. And that is why I'm leaving off this what if. Well, part one of it. Part one, also known as Origin Story Time. Adapsis.